suppose a roller coaster of emotions on Sunday, and it looked like we had it and lost it and just got it back in the end, and I suppose it was just absolutely sweet moment to try and get that number 30 and Sean Robbins back to Coolderry, and great excitement in Coolderry all round.
Was this in your interviews before the game? Was there a genuine concern in Coolderry that after you hadn't won in 2012 that maybe this group of players might miss out on ever winning one again?
Yeah, look, that was a real concern, but I suppose leading up to the final, we were written off by a lot of people outside of probably our own panel, even in Coolderry.
Media.
But I wouldn't mind that, because look, that's par for the course. Rynagh were hugely impressive in that quarter-final and semi-final. But I suppose we had to try and turn the game and dictate it from our perspective, and bring our experience to play. We knew Rynagh had started very well in the quarter-final, semi-final, and we really targeted the start of the game to try and set the marker early and dictate the pace of the game. And I suppose as a group of players, we'd a belief in ourselves and a belief in our own ability that we could do it on the day, and it was real backs to the wall stuff from a Coolderry perspective. As I said, we were written off, but in one perspective, I suppose rightly so. We had lost 3 key guys, to cruciate injuries, and I suppose Cottle was probably seen as the final nail in the coffin for Coolderry this year. Cottle Parton was a huge loss to us. It was bad enough losing Brian Kelly and Kevin Teaton, but Cottle's such an elusive figure. He hurls with the county and everything like that, and I suppose we're written off, but that gave us a new focus. We knew that we'd have to grind out games and go to the well and keep going to the well, and that try and get over the line at the end, and that's all that mattered.
To your credit as well, you went through the year unbeaten, and maybe that was kind of forgotten in the way through as well. I mean, you've had a fantastic 2015. Yeah,
look, we had a good year. There's no point saying we didn't, and we knew going into the final that we were unbeaten. Everyone was alluding to the fact that Rynagh were unbeaten, and I suppose it's just things like that we use them as small motivating factors, and you take any edge that you can, particularly in the final. I suppose we haven't beaten Rynagh too much over the years. You know what I mean? The last time we played them in a proper knockout game was 2012 quarter final, the year after we lost All Ireland, and Rynagh deserved their victory that day, and they hurled extremely well that day. But I suppose that was sticking in our throats too. We wanted a chance to get back, and I suppose not just avenge that, but just try and hurl the game at our pace, our level, and try and dictate the terms.
Last decade, I suppose you had a lot of success in finals and so on. Did that help that maybe when you're drawn in a game like that, or maybe when Rynagh come back, that you had the experience of winning?
Yeah, look, we certainly had the experience of winning, but a lot of credit has to go to Johnny Kelly. As you've alluded to, we've had a lot of probably mental scars from the loss in the All Ireland 2012, and it has hit us very hard mentally. We probably didn't deal with that loss in the right fashion, and Johnny has worked extremely hard this year on the mental side of things, trying to get over that fact. And as I said, the big thing for us, we knew that we would have to grind out matches, and we knew that we had to keep going till the final whistle, and we spoke about that extensively over the last few weeks, and we kept that mantra going, that we keep going, we'll crawl over that line at the finish, and just one point to do is, and we're lucky enough we two in the end.
Lucky as well to Big Joe Brady to be able to send him around the square. I mean, for any team, that's a great option to have, isn't it?
Yeah, look, Joe's a great character, and delighted from that he got the goal. But I said it on Sunday too. It's not just about Joe. It's about the collective in Coolderry, and you talk to any of the Coolderry hurlers or any of the Coolderry people. There's no one person dominates. It's not about any individuals, and it's a collective. We lose together, we win together.
Yeah, because look, you got a lot of headlines in your full forward line this year, and just the 3 did some tremendous scoring, but like your half back line particularly were excellent all year. They were the guys getting the ball up to you.
Yeah, look, everyone has a job to do. No matter what your role, you have a job to do, and I'm delighted for there's 3 guys started in their first county final on Sunday as well. You have the 2 Stevens at cornerback, and Conor Malloy, had an excellent game in the first half. He showed a lot of maturity for an 18-year-old, and I suppose those sort of guys are driving it on just as much as everybody else.
I remember chatting to you after the 2011 final when you made the breakthrough in Leinster. That's what you're trying to replicate now again.
Yeah, I suppose, being honest, we wouldn't have been thinking this far ahead. It was always about Sunday. Now this is Tuesday. I suppose we're looking. We've turned our attention now already. We will be looking, going back at the weekend and try and do the very best we can. Not just for Coolderry, but for Offaly. We know we're representing Offaly, and Kilcormac did very well over the years, and obviously Burr's record in Leinster and in All Irelands has been fantastic, and we'll do our best. It won't be for want of trying, I can assure you that.
I'm sure Liam Hogan, a club mate of yours, could probably give you a bit of scouting information on the Dublin champions before your game.
Yeah, look, I suppose we had a weird situation with Liam a few years ago. He was training in Ballyboden when we beat them up in Parnell Park, and I suppose ultimately he's a Coolderry man at heart. He tipped Rhinus on Friday, but I suppose that was a little bit of gamesmanship too, and look, these things have to be done.